Haven't seen her play in the WNBA, so okay. I mean, he's not wrong. He's not wrong. Petty as F. It is, and it's great. Who's your favorite women's basketball player? Caitlin Clark. You don't like Paige Bueckers? Quote, shrugs. She's okay. Messy? Absolutely. We're here for it. We really are here for it. That's really good. And when he sees her play in the WNBA, he won't be that impressed either.
Did you know Caitlin Clark's rookie games are selling out while Paige Bueckers' debut didn't even fill the arena? That's just one of the stats Luka Doncic might have considered when he named Clark his favorite women's player. The numbers don't lie. Clark shattered attendance records, drove merchandise sales through the roof, and became the face of the WNBA in her first season. Meanwhile, some media outlets keep pushing Bueckers as the next big thing. What does Luka see that they don't? We've got the full breakdown of this shocking take. Before we move on, I'd like to ask you a small favor. If you appreciate this content, please take a second to like this video and subscribe to the channel. Over 98% of you watch the videos without subscribing. It costs you nothing, but it makes a huge difference to us. So, did you click the subscribe button? Great. Thank you so much. Now, back to the video.
She continues to set ridiculous numbers all over the place. Whether it's gate revenue, attendance, viewership, trading sports card prices. In women's sports, we know who has not only moved the needle, but one could argue moved the needle and broke the needle clean off. And that is Caitlin Clark.
Who's your favorite women's basketball player?
Caitlin Clark.
Really?
Yeah.
You don't like Paige Bueckers?
Well, she's okay. I didn't see her playing in the women's NBA, so.
She just got drafted.
#1.
Dallas.
When Luka Doncic got asked about his favorite women's basketball player, he didn't even think twice before saying Caitlin Clark, not Paige Bueckers. That's pretty telling, right? An NBA superstar with no skin in the game just straight up picked Clark. Here's the thing, Clark isn't just playing basketball in the WNBA, she's completely changing how people see the entire league. Every single arena she visits suddenly has packed stands. Remember when WNBA tickets were easy to get? Not anymore. They became the hottest commodity in sports the moment Clark stepped on the court. The numbers are wild. Clark's jersey became the highest selling jersey in WNBA history within 24 hours after it dropped. 24 hours! Meanwhile, Bueckers hasn't sold a single WNBA jersey because, well, she hasn't played there yet. That's the difference between making an impact and having potential.
Maybe in not such a great way. I'm just throwing that out there. I don't want to hate on her, but I'm just saying, I don't know that I see it. Guys, I'm going to be honest. I think we're going to be surprised at her level of play, and I'm going to keep it real. He doesn't give a F. No, he does not. He doesn't care. Honest response, talent recognizes talent. Without a doubt. I mean, that's hilarious. It really is.
TV ratings tell the same story. When Clark's Indiana Fever play, more people tune in than for some NBA playoff games. That's crazy. Executives are scrambling to get Clark on primetime slots because she brings in viewers like nobody else. You think Luka doesn't notice that kind of impact? NBA players respect results. Look, Bueckers is amazing in college. Her highlights are sick. Her shooting form is perfect. She makes defenders look silly, but there's a massive difference between cooking college players and changing the entire professional game. One is talent, the other is transformative. Clark faced defenders who made stopping her their mission in life. She dealt with media following her every move. Veterans tried to intimidate her. The pressure was insane, and she still put up historic stats night after night. Some media people keep pushing this Clark-Bueckers rivalry thing before Paige has even played a pro game. They talk about who's better when one player is breaking WNBA records and the other is still in college. But Luka's comment shows what NBA players actually think about the comparison. Luka picked Clark because she already proved herself against the best players in the world. Bueckers might be amazing someday, but Clark is making history right now. The craziest part? People got mad at Luka for this honest answer. But when you compare what Clark has already done versus what Bueckers might do in the future, it's not even close yet. One player transformed a league, the other has potential. Now let's look at how Clark completely changed women's basketball and why that matters so much more than just having skills. You know what's crazy? Before Caitlin Clark showed up, the WNBA couldn't even fill half their arenas most nights. Now they're literally moving games to bigger venues because so many fans want to see her play. Teams are scrambling to find bigger arenas just to fit everyone who wants to watch Clark do her thing. Clark didn't just join the WNBA, she completely changed how the game looks. Those logo threes she launches from halfway across the court? Those no-look passes that leave defenders confused? That's not normal WNBA basketball. That's Clark basketball. She's not fitting into the system. Clark is the system, according to insiders. The media world flipped upside down too. ESPN started moving games to prime spots when Clark plays. Social media blows up every time she steps on the court. Her highlights spread everywhere. New fans who never watched women's basketball before are suddenly buying tickets and jerseys. The old guard in women's basketball media hate this so much. People like Natalie Esquire, who controlled the conversation for years, are losing their power as Clark's popularity explodes. They're not mad about her play. They're mad about losing control of the narrative. You can hear it every time they talk about her. Meanwhile, Paige Bueckers had her first exhibition game and couldn't even fill the arena. That's not saying she's bad, she's amazing, but it shows the massive gap between having talent and changing an entire league. Clark faced so much hate during her rookie season. Opponents tried to rough her up on the court. Veterans tried to intimidate her. Media figures criticized everything she did. Her fans got attacked just for supporting her. It wasn't about basketball. It was about trying to shut down her influence. But Clark just kept breaking records anyway. She led the league in assists as a rookie. She broke 62 different records her first season. 62! She didn't just play well, she dominated. Clark's rookie season completely transformed women's basketball. She brought new attention, new fans, and a completely fresh style that's changing how teams play offense across the league. The numbers tell the whole story. Clark's games average over 15,000 fans, while before her, the league average was around 6,000. That's more than double. No wonder Luka Doncic picked her as his favorite. NBA superstars recognize game changers when they see them. Let's wrap this up and talk about what all this means for the future of women's basketball. Luka's choice of Clark isn't a shot at Bueckers. It's just recognizing what's already happened versus what might happen. One WNBA general manager put it perfectly. What Caitlin did last year was so special, unique. Paige is a special player. I think she'll be a good player this year, but I'm not expecting a Caitlin-like impact. That's the whole story right there. Clark changed women's basketball in a single season. She broke records, packed arenas, and created new fans overnight. Bueckers still has everything to prove at the pro level. And the question isn't if Paige can match Caitlin's impact, it's whether anyone can.